While discovering Bogota, Ellie and I discovered 6 different cafes, all of which varied in quality and methods, like the mind-blowing Siphon. Ellie and I discovered special coffee, or what's also known as third wave coffee, back in 2021. Since then, we've been on a coffee journey, trying to find the best tasting coffees and memorable experiences. If you're also passionate about coffee, have a look at some of our other videos from Sao Paulo, the coffee plantation, and more. Our first stop was a cozy little cafe called Robusca, right in La Candelaria on day 1. By the way, we have a full video of that first day, in case you want to check it out later. We found Robusca after exploring the neighborhood, and it was the perfect introduction to Colombian coffee. We arrived near closing time, so we had the place practically to ourselves. That gave us time to relax, take in the charming old-style walls, and really enjoy the space. The coffee here was nice, not mind-blowing, but the dessert stole the show. At that moment, we thought, okay, this is going to be a nice, simple coffee journey. A day or two later, we found ourselves at the Usaquén market. Our favorite market, by the way, so check out that vlog after this. Right nearby, we visited Juan Valdez. Now, it's a nice cafe, a great location, but it felt more familiar. Kind of like a Tim Hortons or a Starbucks from back home. The kind where you know what you're getting, but it's not where you'll find something new. Someone even told us that Juan Valdez is a fictional character, sort of like a mascot for Colombian coffee. And that's fine, it's part of the spectrum. But for us, this was the baseline of our coffee journey. We had to include it to show the full range. But stick around, because from here, things really start to get interesting. And then, just a few minutes after Juan Valdez, we continued down Usaquén's main street and stumbled upon Colo. This changed everything. Plus, Ellie had it on her list. And as soon as we walked in, we could feel the difference. Big patio, sunlight streaming in, rare in Bogota, and a vibrant, inviting vibe. This is where we started exploring different brewing methods. We opted for the Chemex, though I'll admit the menu was confusing. We're still not sure what we ordered. By the way, Chemex is a pour-over method with a special glass design that makes a clean, smooth cup. This is where a specialty coffee tour, like the one we recommend through Get Your Guide, can really help. Because if you're unsure where to start with third wave coffee, that kind of experience lays the foundation. But back to Colo. When the coffee arrived, we knew we'd found something special.
So we went to Juan Valdez before here, which is just like around the block basically. And I was a bit disappointed inside because it looks like they have a lot of different types of coffees, but the way they serve is only like espresso style and pre-made drinks and that kind of stuff. And here's completely different. You can even have like a tasting. We ordered here for 2 people. So we have the Chemex. They have a V60, which is like a drip coffee, and there's another way that I forget now. You really see, like, from the color of the coffee, when it's like brown like this, it's really flavorful, and you really smell, it's like really floral. It's like a mix of flavors. It's hard to identify, but I get like a bit of honey, a bit of acidity also at the end. It's not a big aftertaste, but it's really nice. Usually I find with acidic coffees, it really has like a really long aftertaste, but this doesn't. It's like really nice. It's good.
This was the kind of Colombian coffee experience we'd been hoping for. The very next day, it was raining, and after visiting the Perseverancia market, we walked back towards La Candelaria. That's when we found Valiente Café. Visually, it looked minimalistic. Concrete walls, big windows, almost cold in feel, but calm. It seemed like a good place to sit with a laptop or a book. I ordered the Americano and Ellie got a latte. With latte art she still remembers today. Kudos for marketing here. While a bit better than Juan Valdez, it didn't quite reach Colo's level. But if you want a simple, quiet coffee spot in Bogota, this is a solid stop. Now, the next two experiences were truly standouts, but in different ways. Because when it comes to best coffee, it's a balance between experience and taste. First, we returned to Usaquén on our second Sunday. And this is where things got really interesting. San Alberto. Before hitting the market again, we stepped inside. The first impression? Beautiful building, striking colors, and intentional design. Compared to Colo, the menu was much easier to understand. They clearly identified the coffee and methods, so that we knew exactly what we were ordering. When I saw they had a Siphon coffee, I thought we have to try it, again. Because our first experience was in São Paulo. Feel free to check out that vlog later, if you're curious and would like to know more about special coffee. Now back to San Alberto. Here, coffee became more than a drink. It's a full experience. Because the Siphon method is a very theatrical demonstration. And while you pay for it, it's worth every cent for the show and the flavor. Overall, here we felt the staff were very attentive. The decor managed to transport us as though we were in a coffee plantation. And everything just felt elevated. At this point, this was our favorite overall experience in Bogota. And finally, Matuca was the most unexpected stop. From the street view, Matuca is kind of hidden. You could easily walk right past it. And since Ellie pegged this on Google Maps, we knew exactly where to go. But besides their "come on in" sign, we would have walked on by any other day. Luckily, we didn't, because this was taking us to another level. Literally and figuratively. On a busy day with a walking tour and the Gold Museum planned, at first we had to cancel our order. But a few hours later we returned. And we're both glad that we did. Here, coffee is an experience. So they have bourbon, they have catuai, they have geisha, they have a bunch of coffees. And if you want AeroPress, if you want Siphon, if you want a V60, it's really cool. You probably have a bunch of coffee cups here just to really try different recipes. It's really interesting. Over here they're making, I believe it's the V60. And then everyone's sharing the picture. And for the most part, it looks like it's locals enjoying themselves. The thing too with special coffee is that it takes longer than regular coffee, because regular coffee has already been brewed and all you have to do is press a button and then it releases the coffee. But it's not the freshest, all depending on how much they sell and, you know, the frequency of people visiting. Here it's made like on demand. So right now we're asking for, I think Chemex for Ellie and AeroPress for me. So they have to ground the coffee, then they have to prepare it, then they have to boil the water, put the water inside, then they have to do the preparation. So it's not just like espresso style, it's actually a different method. They let us smell the beans, explained the bloom, and prepared it right at the table in front of us. It was a great interactive journey. Ellie and I decided to order 2 types of coffees so that we can compare. Actually, this is where the Get Your Guide coffee experience that we talked about earlier leads you. We felt it really deepened our understanding. Ellie and I were introduced to specialty coffee back in 2021, where we met Marcelo at Sterna in São Paulo. That gave us a great foundation, and Matuca gave us another layer. At this point, it wasn't just coffee anymore. It was a crafted experience. And that's why we appreciated this stop so much, because it brought the whole journey full circle. So, if you're wondering which is the best coffee in Bogota, well, there's no single answer. Each spot brought something unique to the table. Depending on your mood or vibe, you might search for the best overall experience, which in our opinion was Matuca. Or if you're looking for the best taste, check out San Alberto. For the best vibe, we absolutely love the patio at Colo. For the best quiet and simple cafe, we highly recommend Valiente. And if you're in La Candelaria, the best coffee and dessert combo was Robusta. And the most familiar was Juan Valdez. So the truth is, there is no single best coffee in Bogota. It really depends on what kind of experience you're looking for. Coming into Colombia, we knew how special coffee really is. And we're really grateful that we were able to experience just how deep the coffee culture goes. Here it's not just about a morning habit, it's a celebration. So if you're coming to Bogota, take a moment, because here, every cup is a story. We came here looking for great coffee, and we found it. Plus, we left with a deeper sense of connection. You'll find the list of all the places we discovered in the video's description, plus that link to the guided coffee experience that we recommended. And hey, if you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe for our next adventure.